Today we'll test the best Jeskai list that went 5-0 in a recent tournament, and we'll test it in fires of best of one. And I will show you the full results in this video. And the background is definitely fresh, it's definitely not from 2 weeks ago. Let's enjoy the show. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today excited to showcase you this best of 3 list that went in the recent tournament 5-0. You have full sideboard, so I know a lot of you play best of 3, you finally have the full sideboard. We'll talk about it in the outro, and this deck is very simple. It uses a lot of cheap like spells that interact with your opponent, and Shiko is basically guaranteed value, always getting 2 for 1. It's very close to like a mid-range control, that it's not super high into the curve. You want to finish the game with Shiko, you can get helixes from the graveyard, smack your opponent, and just finish the game before they fully recover. And here's the catch, we are making experiment today. I will use this exact deck list unchanged, and I will play exactly 5 games in best of 1, and we will compare the results. I will give you the final results in the outro, and we'll talk through the deck and possible changes for best of 1. I think this will be pretty fun, so if you guys enjoy, subscribe, like the video, it really helps the channel, and yeah, I think it will be fun today. So let's hit the ladder and have some fun. Do I really kill this? It really feels I do. I really will kill this, because if they play elves, they really need mana, and I really don't want them to make a 3-drop. 2-drop is less threatening, and I can counter the next play. And no, I cannot. I can cycle cards or I can lockdown. This deck should probably be hit by lockdown super hard, so I will try to get another. Yeah, I will take it. I have quite a lot of value in this hand, thanks to the dragon. And I think we can lock down like most of the stuff. Your opponent can... Really? What a random draw. Must be perfect. Alright, that forces a sorcerer speed stuff. Shiko is really good here. I think we have to get rid of the land. Lands are really good, but I don't think we have too much luxury. We need to play Shiko, get rid of this, and fix our gameplay. Bro, this was the last card I wanted to see here. Alright. Alright, they need 2 mana, that's good. That's good for us. And let's play this, and start getting rid of those annoying, horrible creatures. Hydra will be annoying, man. That it's 1 mana converted cost, so dies to a lockdown. This needs to bail us out, man. Let's get rid of this one. Yeah, alright. I kinda like... I'm close to liking the situation. We're like 2 good plays from securing this game. They might not have removal. I think they will just try to smash us with Hydra, and then we lock it down, and they will be hopefully out of good options, and our Shiko survives. And here's your honk for today. I'm slacking with the honks. That, like, I'm doing a bad job with my honking. Alright, so... They want to pump it to Absolute Oblivion to push the damage, but they don't know about lockdown. And they have Fabled Passage, so they have 1 mana. Interesting, they didn't want to crack it. I mean, we take it. We take it proudly. Because hopefully it will be the last hit of this kind. Nice draw, nice draw. This is actually really good. No reach, huh? Helix. I think Helix is not a bad card, guys. I'll take it. Especially that we struggle with the life gain a bit. Yeah, lockdown destroys everything. They have priority, but they have Fabled Passage and Wilds. So that's where it's coming from. You can sometimes tell if they have something more, because they have potentially 1 mana. By how long they think. It's not like set in stone, but sometimes you can do it. And they just unveiled that they have red mana. That's something I didn't expect. Let's go with... Oh man, this will hurt a little bit. We have to. This is the play. We need to make this play. Hopefully they won't be able to go absolutely crazy with some another Hydra. They also cannot kill their own creature, which is like they could kill this in response and get the treasures. So this is pretty decent. Let's see. This will be the most important turn of the game. If they can mess lockdown, that's not a problem because Hydra is 0-0. I just realized. This card is so bad to get back from any kind of, you know, exile effect or something like this. If they kill Shiko, doesn't matter. They need to keep pushing damage. We are on the verge of stabilizing, and with Helix and counter spells we can do it on the next turn. So if they don't play anything here, they lose the game. Hydra. I like my Helix. Bro, imagine not being a Helix gamer. They will crack it at the end step, so then we will Helix. Man, we won. I tell you, we won this game. I'm so happy because it was so rough at the opening, and this Hydra was on the verge of killing us. Like 7-7 that you cannot really kill. Not exactly my favorite. In case they don't crack the favorite passage. Oh, you want those, huh? You want those. Here you go. They also don't have mana right now, so they only have 1 green. Here you go. That's how we crack it. And now we have more targets for Shiko. So when this dies, we can play another one. And we can counter the main spell for the... Yeah, we closed it. Bro, like, we closed this game. I'm so happy. Definitely the Hydra is a risky choice here. 3-3. It cannot really attack. But why would we allow it if we don't have to? I could also... Man, I can make a cop. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just counter it. We have another counter spell, so we can make sure that the game ends before they recover. Like, we can attack, Helix, and attack again. And that will be, 11 damage? Alright, I guess we'll just make something else. We'll just counter the next spell. Alright, man, that was a fight. This honestly isn't a problem. Like, the next card will be a problem, but not this. See? The first one was a bait. They thought we are a bad control player, and that's not the case, my friend. We know what to counter and what to ignore. And yeah, now they have 2-2. I don't think we'll get double Shiko, like, no way, man. So I can close to kill them, but not yet. I probably play like this first and try to get something like those cards. 3 steps ahead answers everything. This is a really good counter spell, but we will have 3 mana, so it's kinda the same. We cannot double cast anyway. I mean, whatever. Let's swing. So now they need to kill us on this turn, and I don't think they have any chance because they need to make a play that kills us, it gets countered, and then they need to make another play that kills us. All on, what, 7 mana or 6 mana? This is pretty decent. This is actually a decent play. I could try to kill it, but what if they have a protection spell? I didn't really see it so far. So, bro, this is important. If I counter it, it will never resolve. If I try to go Helix, protection spell is actually a blowout, like completely. So an interesting choice here. This is a really good play. I could also not do anything, because we went on the next turn, okay? Ha, you didn't expect this counterplay, huh? Oh no, they have stuff. What do you do? I remember you. Oh, another one of those. Attacks for each... Whenever this attacks... Oh, it doesn't. They will be at 1. I forgot about the lifelink. I forgot about the lifelink. Not gonna lie, we will make it exciting, guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys. What is a game if you don't misplay for extra intensity, you know? For extra emotions. So, do I want to cycle cards at the end step? This will be how you save the game, alright? Where I do educational channel of how to save a misplay. So, I forgot about the lifelink. I wanted to play Helix at the end step, Shiko into Helix, that's 6 damage, but they will be at 7 exactly. So, I think we'll cycle cards, honestly. And then we'll see what we get. If we get a sweeper, everything solves itself very easily, and that's the case. I will keep Get Lost. I don't need Beza here. Alright, so that will be pretty easy. We split up We destroy untap. If we didn't hit it, we'll just kill it normally and get Shiko back and kill the other one as well. So yeah, let's actually go for this. That means the lethal is on the next turn, and we don't pay mana. See, that's how you say, you thought that we are losing this game? Bruh, we have everything under control. And we have 2 removal spells and Shiko, so like Helix, Shiko, Helix, 6 damage. Even if they clear the board, they cannot kill us because we have 13 life right now. So yeah, that should be the game. Our opponent fought like an absolute beast. I wonder why they keep this last mana. Okay. Here we go. See, that was a good save. So we definitely play the Verge here. Now we have everything unlocked, and that will give us a ton of power. And we can always stock up. Cornucopia is annoying, but it also isn't the biggest deal. I'll risk it. We're playing against some kind of control probably. I don't want to stock up on this turn, so I will just probably keep playing stuff and trying to filter all the lands so we get the, you know, to the juicy stuff, counter spells, this kind of things. 5 mana. It is Zultai. Zendikar, they really want to ramp. To be absolutely honest, I think this is the moment to counter. Because right now we probably want to tap anyway. Or maybe we can. Oh man, we are definitely overdrawing a ton of lands. Like, we don't need so many. I cannot draw cards with Beza. I think I have to stock up. So this will be very scary. Dragon. I think it's false just to get better cards. I cannot use so much mana. We will cycle one of the lands, but that's kinda it. So this is a big turn. However, we prevented them having 7 or 8 mana. Alright, this is something we can handle with the right draws. They have 4 Up the Beanstalks, we have 4 Get Lost and 4 Shikos. So, yep. This is good value for them. This is exactly what they want. We need to fight them with Dragon, and we are falling behind on mana severely. Alright, this is nice, this is nice. I think I will just get lost probably. And I want to make sure that my next draw is good. And it's not another land. Oh man. I think I have to destroy the get up the Beanstalk. Then we might be in some trouble. It's also not very mana efficient, so maybe we allow them for 1 turn. Oh, they can do so much with this. Yeah, I think we cannot let them chain. Like, if they chain up the Beanstalks, we are done. And we still hold the priority, so it looks like we have something. It's not an amazing situation. This was a true power turn, and it demands instant answer from us. But if they whiff here with a good play, like for example Raska, we could do stuff, but oh boy. They will plus, get the card. Probably not proliferate, so that's a little bit scary. I can hit Helix into this, but if I draw Get Lost or something, I will kinda regret it. I don't have too much mana, so in all honesty, I will risk it. It's not like the face hitting will be better, you know? So if I draw another Helix, that will be a good play. I didn't draw another Helix, that wasn't a good play. Now I can play Beza and eat a removal and draw a... Yeah, so I play Beza, they play Go for the Throat, I don't draw. That's actually huge. I could try to hit a Planeswalker. This is not perfect, man. This is not perfect. I think we play Marang first. I could also try to bounce Raska. So I can bounce Cornucopia and Raska, but we are losing a ton of value. Sorry, there are like crazy noises outside, like I don't know what they're doing. I still want to draw cards, to be honest. We're under siege, but if I want to play this first... See? Man, our plays are pretty fire. And at this point I have ton of value, so I just need untap lands. Like, this is possible thanks to our previous play. If I didn't Helix at the end step, I would not kill Raska right now. So I'm super happy. I think we are doing everything we can. He actually top decked another. Oh, that's a pure pain. My whole strategy was try to get time before they hit another one. And they just roll with it, man. Instantly. So you can tell it's not easy to beat this kind of deck. Because they are getting insane levels of value. We definitely play a land. Stock up is actually a little bit better. And we can still go for the dragon. I want to hit Get Lost for up the Beanstalk. We have the same amount, so it should be even. They actually countered it. Are you serious? What? Bro! How are you playing this curve in Standard? Oh boy, that's rough. That is definitely rough. This is really good for them. I could go for this. The faster we play it, the higher the chance we will redraw it. That's rough, man. I probably need to play something right now while they're tapped. Beza doesn't do much. I guess we get the treasure. It's not the worst. I still think we go for this. If they're drawing a ton of cards, we also need to draw a ton of cards. Now I'm low on value, so I will take the tap land, just for surveil. You can see that we're basically trying to go from one dragon to second dragon, and because they are shuffled, now we have 4 dragons in 37 cards, and we started the game with 4 dragons in 60 cards. Bro, can you stop playing bombs for a turn? Oh, this guy is a mad lad. But at least they are not drawing cards with Liliana. This is definitely in Keeper's deck. What do you do? Additional control 7 or more lands. Alright, and then you may look at the top card, play lands, creatures, and enchantments. So that's a ton. And probably a Beanstalk might be their main enchant. I guess the Overlords, right? So now we are in a bit of a pickle. I think we go for this. But man, this will be slow. Like, I cannot play it on this turn, right? I could Beza, but that I need 1 more mana. I cannot kill Liliana, man. I could try to hit a counter spell, but it's not amazing. Oh, this is a strong card, but it's so slow. Like, we're basically getting barraged with like 10 mana a turn. So, whiffing on a single turn is rough, but I still think I will take it, I guess. If we play Beza, we can still counter a spell. And we are getting a ton of value, but we are not drawing a card. And we are not life gaining, so we just get a ton of creatures. I will still play it. Guys, I will still play it. I could play Helix and get a bit more, but I don't think it's worth it. You know, it is what it is. -4 on Liliana doesn't kill the fish. Sorry, doesn't kill Beza, so they need to... Bro, can you like chill with those up the Beanstalks? I literally need to counter it. If they have counterspell to my counterspell, I'm probably done. Like, this has been the barrage of threats every turn since 4 turns. Like, I need a briefer, bro. Just for a moment. Just play land, pass the turn. This is what good players do, alright? So I can trade against this. And they will probably use removal then. Is that worth it? I think it is. We go like this, we force response. We lose everything. They still get the Overlord. I like it. Kinda. Yep. They can target basically a non-token, but that's fine. It's still champ blocked, so we would do the same basically. And now we can kill a Planeswalker. Like, we need to drain all of those cards, make sure that they don't get triple up the Beanstalk in top 20 card. This is the only card that makes this deck able to keep up with that, with us. And they have 3 of them, so that's really, really strong for them. I think we go with Shiko first, and then we see what we get. Probably a good loss here. Like, this has a tons of just go get lost. That means they won't draw cards with those creatures, which is super nice. And they're getting so much mana, it's super annoying. And now they can play spells from the... Oh, it just doesn't stop. I'm not sure if they have priority. No priority, so we could go for the dragon and make sure it's not countered. I think I have to. Come on, I really need to get extra value. If they counter this, I'm done. Okay, this is pretty nice. We still get the surveillance for value. And now I can actually play it. Nice, nice. This is a solid card. Alright. Please, whiff. But to be absolutely fair, they probably won't whiff with this case. It's super strong. That's fine. If they keep going 1-for-1 without redrawing, I'm fine with it. Journey is insanely strong. They will probably take all the functional lands, but I think this is kinda as good as it gets. We will Day of Judgment on the next turn and potentially go with 3 steps ahead. We still would love to get rid of the case. Like, bro, they can play so many spells. Alright, let's see. What are the bad things that will happen to us? Demolition Field. Alright, they don't play Fountain Port, it seems. Right, obviously it's good for them, but what can we do about it, guys? Like, come on. This guy is having so much insanity right now that is just... whatever. We definitely play like this. This Overlord switches, so this will be a great Day of Judgment turn. The problem is that our opponent will literally always keep drawing more cards. Always. Until end of our life. Let's sweep the board. We could go Beza, draw card. That loses us the ability to counter spell. They redraw cards when they play. Man, this is so hard. I kid you not. We get basically maximum value except of tokens, but we have 5 mana, so I think we keep 3 steps ahead. This is what we have to do, guys. It's just rough. Against Up the Beanstalk, this is what I was talking in like the ban video. You basically cannot outvalue this card. You will always be behind. The best way to outvalue it is to try to get lost it, get basically 2-for-1 and still try to win out, despite it. That's how you kinda have to play this. Alright, so now we will probably play Beza. Is Helix good here? It doesn't really kill anything, but they might play a Planeswalker, minus it to kill Beza, and then maybe Helix kills something, so I will keep it still. Okay, but the best draw, bro. Every time I get this dragon, I'm so happy. Beza doesn't really do much. It mostly gives us treasure. So I think we actually chill for a single turn. Bro, but if... okay, never mind. If I hit Shiko, I might play it instantly for Get Lost. If I hit Get Lost... Bro, can you chill? Please chill, bro. I need to go all in. If they have another counter spell, I'm done. Like, I'm just losing. Like, I need to roll the dice. And it worked. This is exactly the type of stuff I wanted. Is Beza even good here? It's better than Helix, I think. We should hit more stuff. So they can live game, and now they have no instants. We know about it. I don't need lands. At this point, we just play from what we have. And you can see those dragons are making all the plays. Please. Okay, they played it just to draw a card. That's a good sign. Please whiff. Please whiff. Please whiff. Whiff. Stop playing cards. Bro, please stop playing. They draw 1 card a turn. They already played 6. But no. Oh, you are mean. Alright, let's go with this one. Our opponent just ultimated, by the way. And I think... okay, I thought they play Up the Beanstalk. So, cool. I will take my coolest borrow. I want blue mana, alright? I really like my blue mana. That's probably not exactly how I imagined the end of this turn, this game. And this is why you basically need to main deck Jace. You can see there's like basically no deck that can outvalue this. I'm literally killing their stuff for the whole game, every single turn. They have Emblem, which means that they will never stop casting spells, so it actually got even worse right now. At this stage of the game, I would just play double Jace and win. That's why this is the Jace is in the sideboard. You cannot really beat those decks with value. They always have more. The only way to beat this is to get rid of their first Up the Beanstalk fast and hope that they don't draw 3 of them in 20 cards. And this is what happens when they do. I can kill everything. It doesn't matter. I'm so far behind, and I will be more behind on every turn. So I will show that I can answer one of them. I will give him good game. That was a solid game, but Up the Beanstalk is just, you know. I think... no, this has no blue mana. So it's a good surveillance, but we want double blue if anything. If not, we have 4 lands, so we are kinda rolling with it. Now it opens all the mana colors. I kinda showed that I have no priority. Helix would already have priority here. And our opponent is indeed good at magic. So because they're on the play, Annex is counterable, and it will basically give them value for the rest of the game. And now we cannot fight normally. So normally what you do is just chill and keep, you know, counterplay and, you know, go like this. But with Annex, you every turn fall more and more behind. The only way to recover is get lost and kill this, which is what we are trying to do right now. I also need to waste cards. So being on the draw has only one upside, extra card, we just discarded it. So now we are just pure behind. And yeah, our opponent is even drawing cards based on us not playing enough cards. So this is looking really bad so far. I think this is the turn for Tapland, but we don't have one, so it doesn't matter. We need to kill this. And because this is turn 5, we need to play like this. Otherwise they can use the Ritual Chamber. And I hope they don't have another Annex with, you can see, single Annex, and look in the difference of card advantage. They also have more board and more lands. Like, they have literally more of everything. Soul Surge is devastating, but not as bad as another Annex. What did they exile? I didn't pay attention. The Dragon, that's a good choice. I think we have only 2 more. So that's really low. I personally like playing 4 of those. Just for this reason. Alright, they don't want the card. Beza is something that can die. We don't really want to tank too much damage from this. So they're still look how much value they have. This is not a control deck. The only card advantage they played is Annex, and they are crushing asset value. Like, not even close, bro. This is our second blue mana. Now we have 3 steps ahead that they know about. If I hold the mana, they can just keep pressuring. On the next turn I can stock up, so I will still take this play. They probably cannot be super passive here. So we are incredibly behind, and all of this is by being on the play against Annex on turn 3. But here I think there is a chance. They actually drew another Annex, which is insanely good for them. The best case scenario, and we are trying to fight against it. Not the best draw in all honesty. I'm not sure if they have... This will hit 5 mana Demon. I still will discard it, especially that they have seen it. I might regret it, but it's fine. Yeah, as you can see, there's not much you can do. They basically bombard you with tons of threats. Each one of them demands instant answer. And without Sunfall, you cannot really do much here. I think we have to play... Well, first we play stock up, and then we see what we get. The mana is correct here. Right's End is really okay. Okay guys, with those cards maybe we have a chance. I kinda want to get rid of Ketramos when it attacks, but it won't. That's a huge problem. I probably need to split up here. This is super important decision. I will still take it, I think. I definitely need to get this, to get rid of Ketramos. That's the only way I can do it. What I play? Split up probably. That's what I have to do. Yeah, those other cards don't kill Beza. I think I won't have time to play this, but I will try this. This is the only out I'm seeing. If I right send, this will completely destroy me. And as you can see, because we are under siege by 2 must counter spells a turn, we are always tapped and our counter spells don't work. I need him to whiff for a turn. Alright, this is good. This does not too much. Oh, they actually can attack with... That's good. That's good because that enables Right's End and hopefully a counter spell. Alright guys, we are getting somewhere. With this, there is a chance. I can see us maybe winning. But man, this was a true nightmare. We are still not out of the woods. We will play this. And we have a counter spell. I cannot play stock up. Did they see this one? No. I think I need to make sure that we counter the next big spell. I think they might have full hand of removal and lands. Oh my god. We did it, guys. We actually oh my... That was pure pain. But we actually survived this. Now we can keep playing lands, and now we can start being a control deck, because for the first time in this game, we are not behind. Shiko, see? Moment our opponents stop drawing bombs, instantly game over. They needed one more good play and they would crush us, but they didn't have it. What a game. Our opponent is going first. However, we have double white for lockdown, we have Surveil to hit the third land, and we have stock ups, so after we hit the third land, we will fix everything. And you know, the only card you need to play during the whole game is single lockdown, and they are done. So our mission, draw 3 lands. Let's see how good at Magic we are, because that's literally the whole gameplay you will see of this game. And if we miss, we lose. If we hit, we win. So better draw correct cards from the top. Against Mono-Red, that's usually how we play. There are not too many decisions, it's basically who got the better draw. This is not what they want. They want Monstrous Rage on this turn, so that means they don't have Monstrous Rage. I'm very close to losing the game right now, and I'm cheering for my Shuffler abilities to draw the same amount of lands as I have stock ups, alright? As you can see, basically you lock it down and they have nothing. No 1-mana spells, they would definitely... well, they see we have no priority. Normally I would bluff. With this draw I'm not even bluffing. So we are basically really bad Mythic player and we don't know how to play the game. If we draw a land, that means we're Grandmaster and we are just crushing it in Mythic. So that's the difference, you know? Just telling you how it is. Basically every pump spell is like a death sentence right now. I still think I need to keep Get Lost. This kinda ensures that we don't die to a pump spell at least super hard. And every time we draw a land, we win the game. So let's see if we are good at Magic. Are we good at Magic? We are bad at Magic. You know, this is a joke, but that's literally the whole gameplay. I'm trying to hit a land. That's it. Like, there's nothing more. And if I don't hit a land, I lose. By the way, let's see getting doubled in mana by literal aggro deck. Come on, what is going on? And you know what? Oh, I think I need to do it, guys. Let's go into combat phase, right? They want to go into attackers. They can use it, but not for creatures. I need to make this play. If they have a pump spell, they are just good at the game. They didn't have it before. Shore Up is kinda, you know... I mean, we lost. Cool. So I hope you enjoyed this great thrilling gameplay of trying to draw 3 lands and play a lockdown. We are actually too slow on the draw to play lockdown, so yeah. I got super outplayed. Alright guys, you want to see the results, you want to know how it went. You kinda get the feeling, you don't get full feeling because there was one more game and I didn't want to show it because it was frustrating game. I will tell you the score instead. We actually went 2-3. This deck deranked me. Yep, this is the difference between best of 1 and best of 3, but let's talk specifically, because one of the games was pure mana score. Let's check our lands. 26 lands. I couldn't hit my lockdown on turn 5. This is where we are. Sometimes you get games like this. If not that game, we would be 3-2, because after casting lockdown, I'm pretty sure our opponent would scoop. We had Get Lost for the Spire, for the land. And by the way, they also played the same list I've seen, with 1 Spire. I think they had only 1 in the deck. So honestly, I think this should be the game that we statistically should win. So in my opinion, 3-2 would be of more sense. However, even the games we have won, they felt dicey. It felt like I can lose them in any moment if I don't get a good draw. So I will tell you exactly what I would change. I really liked some of the cards, and to be honest, it didn't feel smooth to play this deck. Like, I might be wrong, because we kind of have a lot of answers. Maybe I just draw wrong cards at the wrong times, but this doesn't fit my style too much. So first, I did not like Beza. Like, I had no games where this was like super good and meaningful. And I think like having more early game interaction would be 10 times better, including extra dragons. So especially if stock up, you can find the dragons, so they become way better. I like this combination. This one is good. So I didn't like Beza, even though on paper it helps a lot. It kinda does similar function as Shiko. You play this and you get some extra value on top of a huge blocker. So I get the idea, but for me it didn't feel smooth, and most of the games it didn't work out. I definitely prefer to play 4 dragons. I kind of felt, especially if they countered 1, I was left with like half the amount. So I still want to play 4 of those, and even 4 of those sometimes do not feel enough. So personally, I would go maximum from start. And the big glaring weakness, we have no Sunfall in this deck, and you could feel this, especially against the bigger creatures. Like, Split Up is kinda doing the job, but you only have one. You have 1 Day of Judgment, so the moment I surveil this, I feel instantly bad because I know I won't hit a sweeper for the rest of the game, and some board states really punish you for it, especially like up the Beanstalk decks with those Overlords, stuff like this. Like, there is so much to sweep. If you don't have a sweeper, you just don't have the answer. If White Overlord flips, you have basically what? Well, Get Lost is good. That's probably like the saving grace, because you can get lost and then get Shiko. So personally, I kind of think that it should work better than it did for me, because you have like 8 Get Lost in a way, because you have Shiko, but they still leave the map tokens. Your opponent has usually a lot of value. It just felt like the deck isn't like controlish enough, you know, to outvalue like the big decks, but it also felt like sometimes I just didn't have enough answers for like normal creature decks. So I might be saying from weird draws, because some of the games were mana screws. Sometimes my opponent just got insanely good openings and they pressured for 6-7 turns in a row. So I might be wrong, but this is my honest full experience. That's how it went for me, and it felt that like Sunfalls, a little bit of card advantage, and I definitely wouldn't go so many 3 steps ahead, because it just feels clunky, man. Even like especially in 3-colored colors, right? Because you need double blue on turn 3. So for me, I would probably cut curve a little bit down, and it feels like it would be a little bit better. But to be honest, to be perfectly honest with you, I kind of had more fun with like Zultai control builds like I've been playing. Like this was more fun to me, and this one didn't rank up, so it doesn't seem to be extremely good in best of 1. And I actually checked also the meta stats, and I didn't see this version in any kind of high win rate. So I think it is the real experience, and I'm, you know, on average. You know what? I will check it. I will actually check it again right now. I just checked it. I couldn't find this specific version, so it's not exactly the same deck, but it was a little bit below 50%. However, it was playing Revelation, but the rest of the deck was very similar to this. Like a little bit of a different build, but less Shikos, more Revelation, so it will lower the win rate probably. But it didn't feel like it. It feels that this experience I got is kind of what you should expect. So yeah, and it is what it is. I would definitely like rebuild the deck, cut 3 steps ahead, add Regents, cut Beza, add Sunfalls, probably add more removal, and I would probably go for Exhales instead of 3 steps ahead. It feels better, especially that this is a dragon and this is a dragon. So yeah, I think I would go like this. It's hard to cover all the matchups because you have like Izzet and Mono Red, Omniscience decks, and I mean, that's kind of it. Alright, it's not so bad. Like, you just need to sideboard against 2 decks, but they're really strong. So okay, the sideboard, because this is the part that we promised. And before we start, huge thank you to all the patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love you. Thank you for supporting the channel so we can review all the cool decks and, you know, give you insight of what you can expect with them. I hope you are enjoying. Thank you. And sideboard, Abrades, clearly against the Cori, and the ironic part is that the best way to answer, you know, the red aggro decks is having access to red mana and the Abrade. This is probably one of the best cards to answer, because it's never a dead card, it's just a removal for 2 mana that is solid, and it has the upside of removing Cori instantly, which is super great, super great. Also the fun fact, if they play Cori, you don't have priority, because you have priority before it enters. Then it drops, then you don't have priority, you cannot play Abrade, then they double spell, they get all the value, and then you can Abrade it. So even with this perfect answer, they still get 2 for 1. just pointing it out. So what a card. So Abrades obviously for Cori, Flankers for Omniscience, Ghost Vacuum also for Omniscience, and Jace for all the, you know, matchups where like Beanstalk, when you cannot kill your opponent and they will outvalue over the long game. So I think okay, I didn't mention it. This was one of the biggest weaknesses I've seen, even though it's a bit of stylistical choice because you can play and try to finish the game of creatures. I feel that Shiko and Regent alone, I know there's Beza, but come on, it's Beza. It's very often not enough to close the game, especially against decks that are higher on curve and higher on power. Jace is this way to close the game, and it only takes 3 slots. I would probably play 3. 2 is... Like, if you are unlucky, you will hit 1 Jace during the game, and you need 2 to close them. Like, this could be literally top, like, bottom 5 cards. So I usually like playing at least 3. 4 is a bit of an overkill, but I think 2 might be a little bit too, you know, too low. But I'm talking about best of 1. Obviously, the guy that made it for best of 3 knows his stuff, but I'm just giving you my perspective as the best of 1 player. Those are the changes, and I usually play Jace for exact reason you have seen the Up the Beanstalk game. So yeah, I'm kinda making lately those longer outros because there's so much to talk about, and I want to also give you guys like a bit of a review and how to approach the new standard with Tarkir. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, drop a like, subscribe, it really helps the channel and gives me an idea that you like those kind of things. I like talking about Magic, as you know, and if you don't know, if you weren't here years ago when we started, I had 17 minutes intros. Alright, I like talking about Magic. There's so much to talk about, and with Tarkir, I honestly think that the possibilities are way bigger than before. Like, we have tons of interesting cards that you can build around. So I'm really happy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though we deranked. I think that's a worthwhile information. I hope you will crush the ladder and you will go at least 5-0 of this build. Didn't work for me. I will hold my fingers for you. So thank you guys for watching. You're absolutely awesome, and see you guys tomorrow.